Come on a journey with me, Brie Lawrenson, where we talk about the stories behind the scenes in the music industry. Grab a drink or four. This is your front row ticket in to the distillery with me, Brie. Over 100 transport trailer trucks with my face on them, all because one of my amazing Patreon members came up with a promotional idea and he wanted to help spread my music. Our community is that amazing. Join us now, join the party and the street team now. Brie Lawrenson on Patreon. We gave away a Yeti cooler in October, $1,000 in December, and because of the Patreon family, Brie Lawrenson Patreon family, we were able to donate $500 to the Children's Hospital here in Ottawa. Thank you to my Patreon family. Join the fun. Check it out. Brie Lawrenson on Patreon. We do giveaways all the time. And with 68 new members, we would love to keep growing. Check us out. Brie Lawrenson on Patreon.
We're ready.
And welcome to another episode of The Distillery with Brie. I am Addict T. Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Happy New Year.
2023 was a great year. We're blasting off into 2024. For everybody out there, fucking wake up this morning, January 2nd, as we record and fucking crush it every day of the damn week.
Every day.
Every day. So we took a bit of a break over the holidays. Christmas, New Year's, everything. It's the holiday season's a busy time of year for everybody. Mm-hmm. So we just took a little bit of a break. I think we just missed one episode that we didn't release. But back in the new year, we're ready to go. We're recording this January 2nd. I'm hoping to get it edited tonight. We'll see. I got to record.
He looks at me when he...
I know. Well, it's just there's so much editing when it comes to the video and to the audio.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'll hopefully be able to do it tonight. I'm going to do the video tonight. We're using CapCut now.
Okay.
Which you can like zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
I'm hoping to be able to do that.
So the Patrons get the video.
Yes, the Patrons do get the video. They do get the video.
And we're still working out the kinks. I think the last one we posted on the Patreon, it was really bad. The audio.
Yeah, the audio was bad. I think I'm hopefully it's going to be a little bit better now. I did find another editing software that's able to adjust the volume a little bit better. So I'm hoping that's going to be able to be the case if it's too loud. And plus I project like absolutely freaking crazy.
Yeah, you're like almost louder than me sometimes.
I know. I got to just tone it down a little bit. I just get excited.
We're getting back into the spirit of the of
Hope
the new
everybody
year
had a great holiday.
And a new, process.
I think I found a way that I could maybe just plug us like right in through here, through the board, into the Patreon video, into the video, like so it's the same feed.
I
think I found a way to do that.
Well, you're doing great so far.
Yeah, we're doing it for two people that don't know how to do anything. Are you going live or no?
I know how to do things.
Well, no, I meant like when it comes to this.
Do you think I should go live? I don't know. It's fine. We won't go live today.
Let it go. We were going to go live on TikTok, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah. We usually... So I did my music therapy session already today on TikTok Live.
What time is music therapy so everyone knows?
We usually... It can be from anywhere between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Sometimes I get on a little bit later, even around 1. But
it's a 4-hour window?
Yeah, it's a 4-hour window,
okay. But you know what you can do? You can turn those notifications on for Brie on TikTok so you'll know exactly when she gets live. And we just kind of sync at everything.
Yeah, well, I just sing and I talk about my songs and other people's songs. I sing my songs, other people's songs. And it's just a really nice community that we have. And as long as you stay consistent, it feels like as soon as I get on, the vibration of my whole well-being just kind of goes up. Yeah. Because singing and music is like therapy to me,
for
right?
You, for sure.
But it is to other people too. So it's important not just for me, but for knowing that I'm, putting a smile on other people's faces too.
For sure.
So
making someone else's day.
Yeah.
Which is what
even if they're just getting ready for their day,
you know what? Speaking of songs, it's the beginning of 2024. We're starting it off with a bang.
Yep.
What have you done anything in the past couple of days?
The past couple of days?
Well, I mean, like, have you released anything in the past couple of days?
We have a new song. I released a new single. It's called Freeloader.
Freeloader. Where can we get that right now?
You can get it on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere,
Anywhere you
YouTube,
stream
anywhere
music.
you stream music.
So tell us about the song.
So I wrote this song, I guess I can't say this year anymore because it's a new year. I wrote the song last year. And Freeloader is basically about, what happens sometimes to certain friendships or relationships when you start to accelerate in your career, when you start to notice success and other people are noticing that, you're starting to fly, you're starting to really catch on. And the negativity kind of comes in at a different level.
Yeah.
When that happens, it's like all of a sudden
Negativity, jealousy.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden the people you thought were your friends or that were in your corner, it's like all of a sudden they're just they're jealous. But there's so much criticism that goes on behind the scenes within relationships and people that have helped you get they've kind of just actually dragged on to your coattails, dug their teeth into your coattails. And I know I always went into this knowing a certain amount that would happen, because everyone's just trying to get ahead, right? And everyone wants to stick to a thing that's getting a good thing that's accelerating. So, but then they don't want to put the work in, or they don't want to invest in it. Yeah. To the point where they don't even reply to your messages. It's just like, are you in this or not? And you find out who your real friends are and who the real people that really believe in you are. And you can just call the other people freeloaders. And
you know what? And that song, I feel has a positivity to it too.
There's an empowering,
forget about it, and move on.
Because it was like a lesson, right? You had to learn. You have to learn these lessons. You got to go through them and know, just to be wiser and more enlightened at the end of
That's what makes you grow.
That's
what makes you grow.
Yeah. So I no longer I have good intentions when I set out to do anything. My intentions are good and pure, but I forgot to think about other people's and the fact that not everyone comes from a positive place like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you just turned your mic up really loud.
I just turned yours up just a little.
Oh, it was mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better now.
Yeah, so that's what Freeloader is about, and it's like a driving type song.
Yeah.
You could really, like our friend, our truck driver friend, Dwayne.
Shout out, Dwayne. Hope all's good, brother. Happy New Year.
Yes, by the way, Dwayne has also just put my face on 399 transport trailer trucks.
He's a beast.
Go across the states. And we love Dwayne. He's an amazing third-tier member on Patreon. He loves this song. He loves Freeloader. Yeah. And
a lot of people do. It is even Zach said the same thing. Yes. Our friend Zach.
Yeah, Zach loves
he loves that song.
The hook and the lyrics. Yeah. And because I think a lot of people can relate to that, in any business, whatever you're trying to do, right?
Sure. Well, I think it's just relatable in life, not even just business. It's just relatable in life.
Yeah, you have to be aware of the fair weather friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Around just for a good time, right?
Exactly.
So that kind of defined a lot of my year last year, that whole thing. And I went to Nashville and I recorded 4 new awesome songs, which we've already released. The first one was Flip Flops and White Claws.
Yeah, and we just did the music video for it. And that just got released too.
We just did
That's
it in the
something
Dominican.
Fun that we did in the Dominican with a bunch of friends. So.
Yeah, with some amazing new lifetime friends that we met. And you can see it on YouTube. I did all the editing and the huge shout out to my social media representative. She's now also a music director, Samaya Tarabulsi.
Samaya, shout out, Big T.
Maya, we love you so much. She always knows how to make me look way better than I actually do. So we thank you for that. And
she did a wicked job. Yeah, check it out. And it's on TikTok and everything. So check. I think is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. So check it out on YouTube.
The music video channel, right?
And maybe down the road, I think I've said it before, maybe down the road we could start releasing some of these clips on YouTube as well, but we'll
you mean on TikTok?
Or no, on YouTube, because I meant the whole video.
Oh, the video.
This whole video, so it'll be for Patreon and for YouTube.
Yeah, eventually.
But we'll look at that down the road. I mean, we're also planning for the show this year, which we'll talk about later. But
Yeah, we have a big show.
we just got a
coming.
lot going on.
But,
But let's talk about 2023. So you started by going to Nashville,
Yes,
had a big summer. We gave away a Yeti cooler.
we gave away a Yeti cooler, and I got to open for Shania
Open for
Twain.
Shania Twain.
30,000 people, sold out crowd. There was a record-breaking sold out crowd. You know, I'm not gonna say that it was because of me. It's because of
But
Shania.
partly was.
But yeah,
They're
so.
like, you guys, Shania Twain. But you know who's opening for her?
But wait, just wait. The opening act. Nobody really
Shania
knows
Twain.
the opening
Is
act.
she sick, Shania?
I
Or no,
think
I'm
she
thinking
does.
of
well,
Celine Dion.
you're thinking of Celine.
Oh,
Who's
shout
really
out
sick
that.
right now.
Yeah.
I love her. I grew up listening to her music.
Yeah,
and
we wish you all the best, Celine, if
singing.
you're listening.
Yeah. Celine Dion, you're in
right.
my prayers.
That's right.
The power of love. Oh, I just love her. But yes,
Is that a
but
song of hers?
I mean, our idols. Yes, you do not know that song.
Despite
no.
my ravishing good looks, I'm not that great in music. You know,
Well,
I'm better than what I
sang-
was.
Yeah, because you've
I'm a
learned a
lot
lot.
better.
You have a great teacher. I'm your very, humble teacher.
We just high fived.
No, that song was a song. Remember, I sang in Cuba that one year when they were doing the karaoke contest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And like they play a clip of the song, and then
Yeah.
they go up
Oh,
to
that was at the
random.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go up to a random person and ask the person to sing the rest of it. Well, they didn't know that I was a professional singer. And
Yeah.
they came up to me, and Zach was like, "Oh yeah, this-
I know.
this is
I love it.
great."
I love it. People are like, you have no idea what you've got yourselves into.
And then I went, "'Cause I'm your lady," but like, louder than that. And then everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then
Like,
they
oh,
had
this
me-
is what I do for a living.
By the way, yeah.
By the way.
This is how I pay for these trips.
That's right.
Anyway, we had an amazing trip to the Dominican in last year.
Yeah.
Just a
yeah, I
few
guess
months
we haven't really caught up.
Just a month ago, not
Yeah.
like literally a month ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We haven't been on since, but we gave away $1,000.
We did when we were in Dominican. We gave away $1,000, and we're gonna have another giveaway soon. Hopefully in a few months. I don't know if it'll be before or after our April show, but we're definitely gonna try to do one in the next
Well,
few
we
months.
do it. I mean, I try and keep the giveaways, even if they're small, like little gift cards and stuff. I'm always giving away to the Patreon members because
Yeah.
that's how I make the most money from that platform, not from
Well,
TikTok.
that's what we're able to give back, right? And
So
we're able to
this-
give back to the people that are giving us, which is huge.
Yeah, which is what we just did this morning. We gave away, because of the Patreon members, we gave away $500.
We did.
We donated to the Children's Hospital here in Ottawa. So it's called CHEO, and CHEO is an amazing place where miracles happen every single day. They do a big radiothon, a telethon every year.
Yeah, and we've
that
touched that
I've
in previous
usually
episode
been a
about
part
Vets and
of.
God. Yep.
Yeah.
We've touched on that, so make sure to check out the archives.
Yeah, thanks to the country station here. I'm usually always a part of it, the radiothon, and it's wonderful. And I know some of the staff there, and I used to be a patient
Yeah.
in CHEO as
Yeah.
well. So anytime I can give back, I want to make sure
Yeah, we
that
were
I
very,
do
and around the holiday season too, which is
Yeah, to
great
help,
for us too,
you know.
and for them, and
wherever they need it. So thank you to the Patreon members
for
for
sure,
that, for
100%.
making that
Shout
happen.
out to every single one of you
68
guys.
new members.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We're all
Love
absolutely
it.
crushing
We're having
it.
so much fun.
We are.
And so I keep doing giveaways. So you just keep on posting, or
Yeah.
keep on checking in on the Patreon, and I
Yeah.
post usually every week.
And that's why we were able to do the music video and to do a lot of the releases that we've
Oh yeah,
done
exactly. A lot of the
for-
promotions
for-
that we've done,
for stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
It's
So the
just-
next one we're thinking maybe like a grocery giveaway or
like
well, it
a
might just
like
be
a big
cash
card,
again.
like a big grocery card, or like
Yeah.
even an Amazon gift card. Like
yeah. And to our Patreon listeners, if there's any recommendations,
yeah, always
give us a shout for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Always make sure
100%.
you can
100%, we
you
always
can
wanna give
direct
back.
direct message me right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So
That's
it's the
one of the nice
easiest way to
perks.
get a hold of me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just
For sure.
join on Patreon and message me there.
But going back to what you were doing, what you were saying, like what happened in Cuba. So when we were in Dominican, we actually brought Bree's guitar, obviously, because
Yeah.
we knew we were going to do the video.
You were just like, oh, I don't know if we should bring it. It's a
Well,
lot.
it's
like
just
and
so
Samaya's
much
like,
stuff to carry through.
it would be a good idea.
Yeah. But we had a lot of cool moments with it, like
Did.
So and
We made a lot of
and like I
friends.
said, we met a lot of friends because of it. So like I think it was like the first night there, the second I think it was the second night we were there. We ended up meeting some friends within. I mean, I mean, there are friends now, but before they were not.
No, we didn't
who
know
the hell
them.
they
We
were
just
before.
met them.
Shout out to Mike and Yasmin. And we, within like a half hour of us talking, we booked an excursion together.
Yep.
And then later on that night, we were in the lobby till probably about 1 o'clock in the morning.
We were
with-
like, were we drunk when we booked this?
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, the first boat on the way there, we were kind
Yeah.
of like sketchy. We were
well,
like,
yeah.
wait.
I'm not going to say what
It
was
was
going
a
through my
small
head,
boat.
but-
It was a
It was.
small
We were
boat.
crammed like sardines into into a little metal boat,
In the
and I'm just
Dominican.
like, this is it.
And
This is it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like get water,
I
like,
know.
well, because
Like I have to
the-
fight somebody. I wasn't in the mood. I was in vacation mode.
We were going to an island, and it took
Yeah.
it took like 40 minutes to
Yeah.
get there on this small little boat.
But that night though, we sat around the lobby, and you had your
Yes.
guitar, and it was a beautiful resort. And we just played music. We met so many people, and we were able to connect on. It's crazy what music does to everybody, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
mentioned it before, but it still boggles my mind. Like, it's crazy how music can make you feel. It's like some of these people you've never met before,
Yeah,
but we were able to connect with them on a whole different level,
yeah,
which is
exactly.
really, really cool, right?
Yeah, it's like
Doesn't happen often.
no, only something like that could only happen through music.
Yeah, well,
Or
that's it.
you know, like-minded people. It's like a song just brings you back to a certain place in your life. It's that's what music is, and yeah, it was like
Exactly.
I sat down in the lobby, and there was like all of a sudden there was an audience.
I know. It was amazing. It
I
was
just
amazing.
like,
It was amazing.
okay, somebody get me another gin,
Yeah,
thanks.
and we helped another couple.
Get married.
Get-
Well,
well,
not get married.
get
sorry.
engaged.
Get engaged.
There was a wedding going on there, though.
Was there? I
It-
didn't
yeah.
see it.
Well, it was like 2 nights before we left. I think there was a whole
Oh,
wedding,
I
like
could
right,
see how.
kind of in the area where we shot the music video.
So my birthday was on December 4th. That's when my birthday is, just so you know. And we were
Good
in
day.
the Dominican, and it was an amazing day. I was, well, first of all, when we got to the resort, I was surprised by my hubby and co-host here with ocean view room.
Yep, I got you.
And
got
I was
you.
like, wow, I've never had an ocean view room. And like, so the sunsets and the just going outside on the back patio was like almost one of my favorite things.
yeah,
Just sitting there and listening to music and having a drink and watching the sunset.
it was gorgeous. It was
you know,
gorgeous.
and then my birthday came. The resort literally gave me, like, they knocked on our door, with a cheesecake.
yeah,
No, it was a beautiful big strawberry cake. It
yeah.
said happy birthday, and then I also got, like, they put a little sign on our door that said
Yeah.
happy birthday.
It
I've
was
never
amazing.
had a resort do this.
Well, I didn't even know they were doing that. Honestly, I didn't. The only thing I knew was I booked us dinner on December 4th with Ramon,
Ramon, yes, and that's
and
That's what I
I
was-
told him the day, and it was your birthday and stuff like that. Then everything else just started appearing, and I was just like, I don't know if this is Ramon's doing or what's
Maybe.
going on. But I thanked everybody that I could see. I mean, like 3 times over. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, thank you
So-
guys so much for
yeah.
making
So tell
this to
them
be
what,
such a special
what,
day.
what your gift was. To
My
me.
gift to her
For my
was we had a lobster dinner
Yeah, it was like
on the beach. It was just a private dinner right on the beach, and we
right at sunset
right at sunset and
on this beautiful platform.
yeah, and they
Where-
had music playing in the back, and it was nice
It
because
was
you could
lit
hear
up.
the music faintly. It was a candlelight dinner.
Yeah.
You could hear the music faintly. We could also hear
The
the
waves
waves crashing
crashing.
on, which was just gorgeous. There
Yeah.
was
it made me cry. Because I never had done something like that.
Did I ever
Just
send you?
the-
Did we ever do anything with the reaction video? Because I got a reaction
No.
video of her. So what we did was, I had our friends,
Not yet.
Zach, Tim, and Bree, and I had them all recorded from different angles of her walking down. And I think one of them got you crying. So that'd be a cool little
Oh
video
yeah,
to
that would be good.
to send out. Yeah,
My
that
little
was fun.
mascara tears got all over
Yeah.
your shirt then.
I had a white shirt on, and she got crap all over it.
And we were
all
dancing
good.
at the end.
Yeah, we had a little slow dance on
You
there.
were being very romantic and
Yeah.
said, "Let's dance."
One night a year.
Oh wow, that's not the agreement at all. But yeah, it was amazing, and I can't believe the things that have come to fruition in the past year.
2023
For us.
honestly was
A record year.
it was a record year, and we played that Eric Church song
Over
over again the whole time we were in Dominican, because we were just so thankful
Yeah.
of
That's-
everything that's happened in 2020, and the amount of friends we've grown on TikTok is absolutely huge, and the amount of support that we've been getting online, absolutely huge. So we were very, very happy to kind of tie the year off, because it was a lot of work. Last year was a hell of a year, and we grinded and we grinded and we grinded. 2024 is going to be another grind session, but
I don't
you got to
know.
respect the hustle. You got to
I
respect the
don't know.
hustle.
I've been
That's it.
manifesting some pretty amazing things, and I think that 2024 is going to be smooth sailing.
Hell no. Let's make it fun.
Well, it is.
Let's do some shit.
We will.
Yeah.
Well, we will.
I'm excited.
Like the $1,000 giveaway, Rachel won that.
Yes, congrats, Rachel.
From Virginia.
Yeah, just before Christmas too, which was
Just
so
before
amazing.
Christmas.
And I think I was just so happy that we
I
were able to
know,
do that
and
to
like
somebody.
the text that I got from her when I knew that she officially had the money in her hands, it made my whole entire year.
Hell yeah,
I was
man.
like, oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god! She's like, I just got back from Walmart. I got the money,
Yeah.
and that made me feel so good. So and I feel
It
like
took
I
us a
want
few
to do
days
it again.
to figure out how to do it, because
Yeah.
it's from Canada to the States was a little
The conversion,
little
yeah,
tricky,
is-
but
it's not
whatever.
about the
It's-
conversion, but it's about trying to get the
get
money
the
there.
money there.
Yeah,
We have
so
to figure out kind of the best way to do it. But again, I mean
They
that's
make it
what
easy
it's
now.
all about. Oh, perfect.
yeah, now
'Cause
that
in the
I
States
know.
it's Cash App, right? Here we have e-transfers.
E-trans.
Where in the States
yeah.
it's all Cash
So
App.
you can actually do MoneyGrams now.
Oh, okay.
So that's a global transaction. So you can do that, from Canada to the States, which is what we did, and it was
Yeah.
easy. She went to her bank, she got it, and I want to do those giveaways again
For
more
sure.
often.
We're going to for
because
sure.
of the impact, right? It's $1,000. It's
Yeah.
not anything to shake a finger at.
No, no.
Shake a stick at.
The Yeti cooler thing was a cool giveaway too. That
Yes.
I would like to
Dwayne won
purchase
that.
myself a Yeti cooler this
I
year
know
too.
we
so-
don't have one of
I know.
those. These are all wonderful things, and
Yeah.
things that I can be creative with and look forward to every day when I get up and open my computer and think, what am I going to create today? You know.
That's it. And we're working on getting our own, because we've been selling a lot of merch lately, which is fantastic. But we're actually looking to start creating our own merch down here in the studio.
Yeah.
So we got some work to do in the studio. We're going to put up a little curtain so it's a little more, where the
Studio-esque.
bathroom door is just not open, and there's not peanuts all over the place
and,
over
and
there.
also the bathroom. Let's make it work.
Yes,
That would be
yes,
wonderful.
that is a goal to finish by
I
2025
think maybe,
December.
Yeah. We'll definitely get
2
some
years.
more like stringy
Yeah,
lights.
we got to get a bigger sign too.
Make it all atmospheric and stuff.
For sure. We're working on it. I mean, we've been doing the podcast for about a year now.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Coming up, it's either this month or February. It's been about a year. So, and we're looking to do our own show. It's actually, so I was on the phone with an individual by the name of Finn, which we're going to be having a show in April at Oakfield Rugby Park. And we were talking, and he was asking me if anything like this kind of ever been done before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to my knowledge, no. So for anyone that doesn't kind of know what, go ahead.
What he's talking about. Like,
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's so we're putting together a show for April. We're just kind of finalizing some dates, and then we're hoping to get some tickets out for sale. What we're hoping to do is it's going to be a podcast where we're going to kind of talk about some music stuff, kind of what's been happening for the year, talk about the show, the
Yeah.
preparation for the show, and then we're going to take live questions from the audience members, hoping to sell out. So
yeah,
we're-
so it'll
we're gonna-
basically be like a live taping of
it's a
of
live
an
taping of the
episode.
distillery, which we'll release.
We'll have a live audience,
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. We are going to
And
release the episode.
We're hoping that we'll be able to live stream on Patreon for the patrons that can't make it, because there's a lot of patrons that are in the States.
Yeah, for sure. So that's
that
going to be the plan. So
might
once
not
we
be
get
able
that,
to.
I don't know if we'll be able to create an event through there. We'll have to take a look at that. We're also going to be doing some testing of the live through Patreon soon. But
Yeah.
I was, so anyways, when I was talking to him, he was telling me, he's like, guys, this ain't been done. I was like, I'm like,
Well,
I don't think so. I'm sure it
You know
has,
what
but you
this
don't see
is? It's like, have you ever listened to The Highway?
it. Yeah.
Or like The Highway on Sirius XM?
Yeah.
They usually have like a certain, like a show where they get to speak to a performer like this in this
Yeah.
kind of setting
Yeah.
for like an hour, and then they play some songs. It's pretty much that's what it's gonna be.
Oh,
It's
okay.
almost like MTV, like the
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, I
with a
guess,
live
eh?
audience.
Yeah, I
So-
guess, yeah.
So it's also a podcast, right? And it's also something that you can use for your fans and
Yeah.
exclusive content that you can give away and
Yeah, for sure.
use for promotion. It's a wonderful way to grow the community and get the word out about our show.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. And we're going to try to be, I mean, I think we're pretty consistent for the most part, releasing every couple of weeks. So we're
Yeah.
definitely going to try to be
Well,
consistent
yeah.
with that for the
I
next
think we're
3
doing
months.
well. We have
No, we're doing great.
Almost 1,000 downloads.
Yeah,
here.
thank you guys so much, everybody. I mean, it's been amazing for the amount of support we've also received for
For the podcast. Thank you guys so much.
So we're releasing Freeloader. We got the show. Nothing else on the docket so far this year.
I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
Just released a new
You got any
single.
news resolutions?
I don't know. Maybe just to speak to myself more nicely every day.
Yeah, that's a good resolution. I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. You
I'm
should
going-
write it.
I do.
Well, yeah,
You
with your
know that.
affirmations.
With my
Yeah, yeah.
affirmations and stuff, I always make time. It's almost like meditation.
Yeah,
Because you spend so much time looking after your physical body,
yeah,
but you don't realize how much work your brain does for you every day.
Oh, for sure.
You really have to take time to look after it.
Take time.
And really, that just
to
means
realize
quieting the mind,
it's-
but also learning that you can control your thoughts
Yeah.
and getting better at it.
Is that, you know what? When I walked in, you were taking a nap the other day, and I walked in
Yeah.
into the room, and you had this guy on live.
No, he wasn't on live. His name is Anthony Serino.
Oh,
and
okay.
He's
I think
a
you showed me him on TikTok.
hypnotist.
Yes,
On
yes.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found him because my mom found him, and she sent his.
She's an
his
affirmator?
TikToks. Yeah, she loves that. The law of attraction and what you think about comes about, that kind of thing. But so that's manifestation and meditation right there. But hypnosis is a way to fast track your manifestations, because through hypnosis you're talking to your unconscious mind.
Yes.
Which you don't realize your unconscious mind does a lot. It's like your higher self.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm getting into all this kind of stuff.
That's
I
awesome.
find that when I listen to the hypnosis, when I'm just kind of getting down to fall asleep for a nap, it really
Triggers.
it
like
helps.
It's,
When I wake up, I'm just sort of in a better.
Yeah.
Nothing really bothers me. I don't have those
a
intrusive
positive
thoughts.
space. Yeah.
Yeah, more of
Positive headspace.
lightheaded. I'm more enlightened for sure. So
Nice. Well,
yeah,
that's you know what? That's a great goal for 2024. Just to be able to listen and to make
yeah,
yourself feel
to be
better.
nicer to myself.
That's it,
Because
that's it.
really, I've been mean to myself a lot. We all are mean to ourselves.
Well, you know what's funny? I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and he was saying that nobody was really this mean before the internet kind of came out, or
Yeah.
or if it. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. There was plenty of people who were probably really mean, but I think what he was saying was before the internet,
yeah,
everybody was a lot nicer because nobody could share their opinions.
yeah. They didn't like
and,
conflict.
and I'm not saying share your opinions in a positive way. I think if you have a positive opinion, go ahead and share it 110%. People would love to hear that feedback. But
Yeah.
any negative opinion, I mean, keep that shit to yourself. There's no
I
need to
know.
tell somebody that they suck or.
But it's
you
because
know.
people don't care. They're behind their computer. They're not. They're not
I-
enforcing a confrontation.
Yeah. But I think it's also people who just kind of feel bad for themselves, and you almost want to feel sorry for them, right? Just to be like,
Oh, yeah.
that's
hurt people. Hurt people.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's just like that sucks that you have to do that.
That
and
they
it's
feel
like
like
sorry
they
for
need to
what
take
you've
the
gone
time.
through.
Yeah.
Listen to some positive affirmation shit.
Yeah, and work
know?
on yourself.
That's
Why
it.
are you working on criticizing other people when you
Yeah.
could be working on your own
That's it.
shit?
I do want to tell the story of how the couple got engaged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to tell that? You go ahead.
Sure. So we met this awesome couple from London, Ontario, Stephen and Avery. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you shout out
Yeah.
Stephen and Avery.
We thank you guys for the amazing celebration that we had the night after.
Yes, that was
the
amazing.
the night of the engagement
Yeah.
was insane. It was awesome. Anyway, we so Stephen was talking with me and Samaya about this thing that he wanted to do. He had the ring. He wanted to propose.
You know, before that, hold on. You know, I told him, I was like, because he told me again, when you're surrounded by music and there's a little bit
energy.
of well, there's energy, and then there's certain beverages that are kind of being consumed. You're just and you're obviously in Dominican. You're just in a very
Vacation
positive
mode.
space. So him and I kind of got to know each other really quickly, and he was such a great guy.
Well, they love music too.
Yeah,
That's
they
why.
do, and that was kind of how the connection all came. and
She's
then
a
we
huge
started.
country music
She
lover.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how he had told me he wants to be engaged. I was like, well, hey man, we could take some pictures for you, and then that's when he says, like, do you think Bree would want to sing? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like,
That's
go
a great
ask her. I
idea.
was like, dude, go, man. And that's when he, anyways.
And yeah,
Just
that's when he suggested the song. So her favorite song is "God Bless the Broken Road" by Rascal Flatts, which is of course an amazing song. I've sung it at weddings. I've sung it for years. I love it. And I was like, yes, I will. Like, I had my guitar with me. That's all I needed. We so that the night of the whole engagement, we showed up on the beach, but hiding behind palm trees.
Yeah, so he could see us because it was all a surprise, right?
Yeah. So
And it was cool because. Anyways, go on. I'm just getting excited.
she was she had no idea that this
Yeah.
was. She was. You could tell that she was just enjoying her time. We were spying on them, and there was one point they were on the beach, like right by the water. She turned to the sunset, and she just stopped, and she's just staring into the sunset. And he gets down on his knee.
And then we have this all on video.
Yeah, and she doesn't know because her back is turned.
Yeah, she's got no idea.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to start crying. Samaya was even. She's like,
Yeah.
I even got teary. And so then she turns around, and of course he's on his knee, and she's like, oh my God. And then, we let them do their whole thing. That she said, yes, thank God.
Well, yeah, I think yeah.
And then I show up with my guitar. She looks over, and she sees me coming out of nowhere from the palm trees.
The palm trees.
With my
We were
guitar.
stalkers. We all had like cameras in their face.
And she's like, oh my God. And then I started, I sat myself down in the sand, and I started singing, I set out on an narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along a broken road. I just love that song. I could sing it forever. And it was just easy. It was like breathing. And then they just danced.
They slow danced on the beach as soon as they got engaged. It was amazing.
And I was sitting there with my
beautiful.
guitar, and I was
It was
looking at
beautiful.
them, and I was looking at the sunset and the ocean, and I was like, this is my job.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
this
amazing.
is my life.
It's amazing.
How
Hope you guys are
grateful.
doing well, man. Hope you
Yeah.
guys are doing well. We miss you guys.
And then, so yeah, they gave us, they ordered us a whole shitload of Coronas and cigars, and we went back to the lobby, and we
And we
celebrated.
had a great little nightcap. It was
Yeah, it was
fantastic.
awesome.
It was amazing. It
And
was
right after,
amazing.
and that was the same night we gave away the $1,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is. So much happened.
So much happened in that
So
week.
much happened.
Yeah, but it was a great vacation, and that's where I got my braids that week.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Now I have a new look. I
That's
don't know if
right.
anyone has noticed, but I'm all over the TikTok with these braids.
I love the braids. They look great on you.
I
really
think
like
that
them.
they're so. I used to quick story behind the braids. I used
Yeah.
to get them when I was done, when I was 15, when I had my first record deal, and it was kind of a part of the way that I wanted to look, the branding and stuff. But they were like $500 every time you wanted to get them done, and it was like 12 hours it
Yeah.
would take.
Pain
So
in the
when
ass.
we were in the Dominican, just walking down the dock and coming onto the sand, this woman comes up and she's like, braids? And I was like, yeah, I love braids.
She ran over right
and
away.
she's like, extensions. I'm like, oh my gosh.
This was your
yes.
birthday.
It was my
It
birthday.
was your birthday.
So she.
That's why I didn't argue.
Yeah, and so that's why I was like, yes and yes, thank you. It's my day. And literally it took them 1 hour and an hour and a half to do my
Yeah.
whole head with extensions and cornrows. But there was 4 women working on
Yeah.
my head for the whole time, basically. Anyway, that's when I got my braids back, and I was like, oh, I'm not letting these go. When we get home, I'm getting them redone because I don't want to be without them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just so it's
They're good. They look
yeah,
really
they look
nice.
good, and
Yeah.
they're so easy to
You
handle.
just gotta spray your scalp.
And
That's it.
Yeah, and in my line of work, you have to have upkeep with your look. And my hair is hard to control.
Yeah, your hair's out of
My
control.
hair, like, it takes a planning. It's like your sister's hair.
Yeah.
I think she taught me how she deals with her frizz and stuff like that. But it's, anyway.
Curly ass.
I'm like, that takes way too much.
Yeah.
Too much for me, because now I have a child that's 2. And, you know, we're all, anyways. It's just a lot of work. So when I get this done, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I put it up in a little towel, and I put
And
some.
that's it.
I go to bed, and then I put some.
You
know,
put this thing on them before you go to sleep. Is that just so you don't smack me in the face?
It's more to keep the braids
From, like,
hydrated.
unraveling? Oh, okay.
Hydrated, yeah, and from also getting, like, you know, the friction on them that could make them
yeah.
look a little bit
Yeah.
frailed or frizzed, whatever. Anyway, I'm loving it.
That was cool, though.
I'm loving
Yeah,
the new
that's
look,
awesome. Yeah,
and
for sure. You look great.
I'm loving the new year and new
Didn't
people.
well, another person or 2 other people that met Philippe and
And Shanna.
Shanna. God, I just had her name in my head. Did she have braids?
Yeah, she got them done
Yeah,
too.
she got them. Did she get them done there?
She got them done there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, did you
okay.
get your braids done before you left or when you got here? She's like, no, I just got it done on the beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if she had the extensions in. So they were just like dark braids,
Yeah.
whereas mine are like blonde and dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, how do you, when you get out of the pool, it takes forever for them to dry.
Oh, well, yeah, they're all interlocked. So
She's like, yeah, so I just take like a blow dryer and kind of dry the ends, and that's all you have to do.
that's, man, listen, I hear you. It takes me like 10 minutes to get ready in the morning for my hair, my beard, and like brushing my teeth and putting the beard wax in.
Imagine how long it would take if you had my hair.
Remember when I had my afro?
Yes.
Took forever.
During the
I put like
pandemic.
16 different products a day in there. I was like, this is why.
You know what the
It's too
amazing thing
much.
is, though? It's because it's part of a branding thing, so I can write
Yeah.
it off
Yeah.
as part of my
it's
business.
part of your business,
So
for sure.
I'm just gonna keep it up. I think I might give my hair a bit of a break
Yeah.
when I take them out next, but maybe just for a week.
Yeah. That was cool, though. And shout out to Philippe and Shanna.
Yeah, we love.
They got married. That was their honeymoon, actually, when they were
That
there.
was
So
their
shout out to you
honeymoon.
guys as well. Hope all is going good in
Yeah, they
your
don't live too far
married journey.
Yeah, we had some good nights.
Yeah,
and
and,
we miss them terribly.
Just to go back to our April show before we wrap up, we're actually having Brad Scott.
Yes.
He's going to be the opening act, and hopefully he's going to be able to join us on the
Brad Scott.
on the podcast live when we record. So
Yeah.
we'll figure
He-
that out
he
once
played-
it gets time. We're going to get him on a guest we're going to get him a guest on this podcast, and we're going to do a part 2 for the Beauty Witch.
Oh yeah, and the Beauty Witch
in
in
these next
6.
couple
So
months
we're
for
having
sure.
some guests
Yeah,
coming
for sure,
on.
for sure.
Yeah, and Brad is a wonderful musician who played with me
Yes.
on Shania Twain
And check
stage.
his Patreon out, guys. Check his
Yes.
Patreon out, Bradley. Is it Bradley?
Bradley D. Scott.
Is it Bradley D.
on
Scott?
Patreon. Yeah. Make sure you give him a little love and
Awesome.
subscribe. It's like only $7 a month, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
It's nothing, but you're making a difference for art.
Yeah.
And you know
that's
what?
it.
People who are artists, it's hard for them these days.
Yeah, it's hard for
with
everybody.
streaming,
Yeah.
with I mean, I know it's hard for everyone, but a lot of people sort of they overlook the fact that entertainment and creation and art, like, it's not even in schools anymore. They don't
Yeah, I
teach
know.
music.
Which is crazy.
You know, it is crazy because it's a necessity in
Yeah,
life.
I
It's
know.
how people work out. It's how they get ready for their day.
Yeah.
They change their moods. You know.
And
It-
he's
it does
an
have-
amazing musician.
Yeah,
He's
he
such
plays.
a great musician.
He makes a living doing it, and he's incredible. He's the guy that I turn to whenever we get
Yeah.
opportunities with Shania Twain.
Yeah.
Because I know shit's gonna get
I think
done
you guys
right.
said you wanted to write a song together too. I think.
Well, yeah, we're gonna work on
Yeah.
doing a duet. He's working on a new project of music that he's got coming up too. So another from an artist to an artist. I love him.
And another thing to add to 2024, right?
Yeah.
Another
Yeah. It was
little
funny because
exciting feat.
he's a Patreon member, and I'm a Patreon member of his. And I messaged him, and I was like I want to send you, like, I have, like, gifts. I send out gifts a lot. And he's like, I was like, what's your mailing out address? And he's like, he's a typical musician, really. He's like, well, actually, right now, I'm living in a house on the ocean in down east, I
Yeah,
think.
they can send down.
He's like, but I'll only be here for 3 months, so I don't really have an address.
It's amazing. Just living that life, living la vida.
I was like, wow, I kind of love your life.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That sounds
True musician from He's couch surfing.
Well, yeah, he's making his own way for sure.
But I'm excited to have him on the podcast. He's going to have some cool
Yes.
stories from the road, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
tons.
Well, we're going to wrap
We
this
wrapping
up,
it up?
guys. Yeah. It's 2024. Go out and fucking get it every day of the damn week. Don't stop all day, every day. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Get that money. And
But also look after your mind.
and look after your mind. That's the biggest thing. And honestly, I say money because this is what
Yeah, because you
what's
live on,
ingrained from. Well, I mean, just I listen to a lot of music about that, but it's
Oh,
more like
yeah.
honestly, if there was a goal for 2024, it'd be to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind, your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm realizing it as I get older how important that stuff is.
Yeah.
And one of my things is just to stretch more, just to
Stretch, yeah.
just to
your
stretch
body.
my body more. I've had about 3 knee surgeries and had a bad back for a very, very long time. So, too many sports when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So now is really the time where I kind of feel it, where I really need to take care of my body, and it's going to be a good year. 2024, fucking get it. We're going to crush
Happy
it.
New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Peace out.
Guess I should have